Hey beauties, welcome to my channel. Today we are trying out these very similar shades from Rare Beauty and Patrick Ta to see which one is the best of the best. That's right, we are having a blush showdown to see which one reigns supreme. And we're going to be trying out two shades of the brand new Rare Beauty Soft Matte Powder Bronzer, and we're going to try the brand new bronzer brush from Rare Beauty. I'm going to tell you which one of these products I loved and which ones I didn't like so much. And we're going to be trying out 5 shades of the brand new Glidr Eyeshadow 6 from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So we have a lot of fun products to get to today. We have a showdown. We have so many things to talk about. So please make sure that you stay tuned. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love it if you were to consider joining our growing community of beauty lovers and friends. We have a lot of fun talking about all the latest in makeup and beauty. And we have so many great spring releases coming right around the corner that you will see reviewed here on this channel. So please make sure that you hit that little subscribe button and the notification bell so you do not miss a thing. All right, let's get this party started. Before we get into all the goodies that we have to play with today, let me hydrate my lips with the Patrick Ta lip balm. I've been absolutely loving his lip balms. This is the flavor Cookie Butter, one of my personal favorites. And it's just so pretty, so hydrating. Really glossy, long-lasting, and the scent of each one of these is absolutely incredible. So I've been loving this. And I also just want to show you this bag that I picked up. So this is a little bag that I got with a set of Patrick Ta brushes, I believe during Black Friday. So it came with these brushes, and it's just a very beautiful, luxurious bag that you could either wear like this, or you could have it like that. And it has these beautiful cords at the end and a magnet up on top, and just Patrick Ta in there. And this bag feels like butter. It is so, so smooth. So if you've seen this on the website and you're curious, it is a beautiful bag and very luxurious in my opinion. I just think it's beautiful. You have that out on your vanity or if you're traveling, it's a great bag. So I just wanted to throw that in there in case you were interested in this bag and it's still available. It's a good one. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been noticing a slight trend. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but it's the second time it happened. So the last release that Patrick Ta did were the lip balms, the one I just showed you. Rare Beauty also released lip balms on the same exact day. I believe on the same day, they became available on the Sephora app. Now, Rare Beauty and Patrick Ta also released new shades in their blushes. So these are the ones from Patrick Ta, and these are the ones from Rare Beauty. Not so suspicious, right? Until you combine them. Patrick Ta and Rare Beauty, Patrick Ta and Rare Beauty. Maybe a coincidence, I don't know. But these came out at the same time as well. So I'm seeing a little bit of a trend, maybe a little bit of competition we got going on. But we're going to try both. I'm going to do one side with Rare Beauty, one side with Patrick Ta, see how they look, see how they compare. And we're going to try out 2 of the Rare Beauty powder bronzers that came out. I picked up the shade Warmed Up. So this is Warmed Up. And then also Sun Blaze. So that's the shade Sun Blazed. So we have Sun Blazed right here and Warmed Up on this side. So we tried both of these as well. And I also did pick up the brush that came with the powder bronzer release from Rare Beauty. I also picked up this palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have too many products in this video to include this because I want to try the eyeshadow sticks. But let me know if you'd be interested in this Haze palette. So I will be featuring this either in a short or review and demo. But let me know if you're interested in seeing more of this palette and, maybe 2 or 3 looks using it. Just let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so now that we have our formalities out of the way, let us get into the bronzers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one on each side so you can see shade comparison, things like that. They're kind of similar. This one obviously is the Warmed Up is a little bit deeper than the Sun Blaze, but they're kind of similar. Let's see how it goes. So first we're going to get bronzed up. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you may know that I am on a journey, a search, a path to find the perfect golden goddess look that I obviously do not have from birth. This face does not have a golden goddess appearance naturally. I have to pay for it, and I'm willing to pay for it. But I'm always on the search for that perfect golden goddess product. And today we're going to see if the Rare Beauty bronzers can achieve that golden goddess look that I am so confident that I can achieve, but also not confident that I can achieve it. Because I haven't achieved it yet in my life, but we're on the search, we're on the hunt, we're going to go together and see if this works and see if this is a bronzer formula that you would be interested in picking up and trying. Let me tell you about these bronzers that are hopefully going to give me that golden goddess look. I hope. So this is the Warm Wishes Soft Matte Powder Bronzer from Rare Beauty, and that's what the package looks like. And these retail for $30 and they come in 7 shades. And according to Rare Beauty, this bronzer is an ultra smooth, long-lasting bronzing powder with a blurred matte finish that gives the skin a natural sunlit warmth all year long. And the highlighted ingredients, this is very interesting, is tomato seed oil, which soothes the skin, reduces visible redness, and it protects against environmental stressors. It's vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, free of parabens, formaldehydes, and contains less than 1% synthetic fragrance. This is supposed to glide on like butter and blend like a dream with zero fallout for a sun-kissed warmth anytime. This is supposed to wear evenly all day without caking or creasing and keep the skin soothed and refreshed. Okay, so this is Sunblaze. This is the second lightest shade. I didn't pick up the lightest just because I felt like it wouldn't be a good shade for me. This is looking a little too light for my preference too. And then the next shade I picked up was Warmed Up. This is the third lightest shade. So this is Sunblaze and this is Warmed Up. I'm going to go into the lighter shade first. And I have to be honest, between me and you, I'm a little bit nervous about the shade because it's a little bit light. But let's try it. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty brush. This also retails for $30. This is the shape of it. It's very nice. Very soft. I'm still hoping it's going to give me this golden goddess appearance. So because Rare Beauty's products are quite pigmented, I'm dabbing the brush in there and then also just blotting a little bit off into my hand. And for foundation, I have on the Patrick Ta Liquid Foundation. That's a little bit too much. I'll buff that out. You know what it was? I forgot to blot it into the back of my hand. So I'm just taking a Nikki LaRose brush. I'm going to fix it. Okay, so just be mindful that these are pigmented. They're Rare Beauty products, so I wouldn't expect anything less. All right, let me try to apply a little bit more. Not forgetting to blot on the back of my hand like I did the last time. And just lightly sweep it. It's pulling a little orange for my liking. And I was afraid of that, but I wanted to try it because I wanted you to see a comparison of a couple of the colors. Isn't it too orange? I also don't think I like this brush. Let me try to fix this with the Nikki LaRose brush. This is the N18 from Volume 2 of her collection with BK Beauty. Yeah, I think the brush is also part of the problem because I wasn't crazy about that. Yeah, you see how orange it is? I'm going to go back to using my Nikki LaRose brush and see if we can fix this. Okay, it's a little bit better. What do you think? Do you like it? I think the brush was part of the initial problem. Also, I forgot to blot it out, even though I said to do that. I forgot to do it. Don't follow my own instructions. Let me try the other shade and see if maybe it's just the color that's throwing me off. So I'm not going to bother with the Rare Beauty brush this time. I'm going to go in with my Nikki LaRose. All right, so let's go in with the other shade, the Warmed Up shade. And I'm going to listen to my own advice this time and blot it out into the back of my hand, or the palm of my hand. Okay. So let's try this. So that's looking better already. Okay, that's pretty. I like this shade a lot. This I can definitely work with. Now that I'm seeing this side, doesn't that look patchy? I think The brush from Rare Beauty, I personally don't like it. Very malleable, right? So wherever you put it, it's going to flatten out, right? Something like this, you have more control over what you do with the brush. So you see, when you bend the brush, the Nikki LaRose brush, I'm getting resistance from bending it as much, right? This brush, there's no resistance. So whatever you're putting on the face, if you don't apply it the right way, see how much it kind of travels across your face? So I think the brush had a lot to do with it. It's also very pigmented, so that's another part. But I do like the blurring effect, but I gotta even it out. So I'm just taking a brush and just buffing that out first. This is just a Details by Tati brush, ES1 brush, nothing on it. All right, so you see when you buff it out how much better it looks. So if you are interested in this bronzer, just make sure that you get the right shade for you, and also, I would skip the brush from Rare Beauty. And also maybe have a brush just to buff it out. Or maybe you're neater with your application of bronzer than I just was. But typically I don't have that kind of issue. But I think it's just a very pigmented product. It's from Rare Beauty, so I don't expect anything less. Okay. So now I'm going to try to redeem this side. Because I feel like with the brush not being my favorite type of brush to use, maybe that's what's throwing me off. Because I want to give this a fair shake. So I'm just like wisping it. That's the word. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I think it's really the brush. I didn't like the brush. That's pretty. I think it is blurring on the skin. I think I still preferred the warmed up side, but I'm liking this much better now that I'm using a bigger brush. Low down the nose. Yeah, that's so much better. I'm just going to take the same brush, nothing on it, and just buff it out a little bit. Okay, I feel so much better about this now. Because I was like freaking out a little bit, thinking that wasn't something I was going to like, but this is much better. That's very pretty, actually. Okay, good. So, if I were you, I wouldn't buy the brush. The bronze is very pretty. You know, obviously this is first impression. I don't know about wear time. I am guessing since it's Rare Beauty, it probably will be long lasting just because their blushes are long lasting and things like that. But I will have to get back to you and let you know. Okay, I feel so much better about this because I was really getting nervous there for a second because it was very patchy. But it was just the brush that I didn't like. And you may love the brush. I don't want to say too much bad about the brush because, again, this is the only time I'm using it. Maybe I just have to learn how to work with it. But I just feel like it was just a messier application. Not my favorite. See, now on this side, we have Sun Glazed. I still think it's a little bit patchier than this side, and this is warmed up. What do we think? Do you think it's blurring? Might as well look in two mirrors at once, right? This is confusing me. Okay. One mirror at once. I think it is blurring. I still would go with the warmed up side versus the, I keep wanting to say Sun Glaze. It's Sun Blaze, right? Sun Glaze. Where am I getting that from? Glaze is what you put in your hair, not your bronzer. So now that the bronzers are fully applied, I fixed that little issue. It really was the brush. The formula is beautiful. I really like these bronzers. I think they're very blurring. They have a little bit of a, I don't know, it's not that it has a glow. I think it's allowing the glow underneath to come through. But it is mattifying. It's really pretty. Just be careful. You have to blot out on your hand like I did before you go in with the bronzer. It is pigmented. It's Rare Beauty. But I think it's beautiful. Now, I can't speak to longevity because this is not a wear test. I'll have to let you know my thoughts in a future video. But what do you think? So just so that we're a little bit even, I'm going to take the warmed up shade and just apply just a little bit on top of the Sun Blaze, just so that we have somewhat of an even complexion. Probably could have just left it because they're similar enough in shade. I was going to say because I'm a professional on this channel, but let's be honest, I already dropped about 10 brushes since I started filming and 2 products. But I'm a professional. It's really beautiful. Okay. So very nice. Now that we are bronzed up, let us get blushed up. So I saw this blush and I told myself, I said, Courtney, you don't need this blush. But then I thought, Courtney, you do have a YouTube channel. Now you're getting a preview into how I convinced myself to buy things that I probably shouldn't. And I should wash this off. Anyway, so I said, Courtney, you do have a YouTube channel. People probably would want to know how this looks. And then I said, no, you're not going down that road. Then I saw Risa from Risa Does Makeup put this on and the other shade that I picked up. And they both look beautiful on her, but she's stunning. So I don't think it was really the blush. It's her, but she influenced me. She convinced me. So Risa, even though you're not watching this, if somehow you are, thank you for influencing me to buy this. It will not look as beautiful on me as it does on you, but I appreciate the influencing. And yes, your YouTube content creators get influenced too. Just remember that. I should get that on a bumper sticker. Another time. Okay. So let us try this beauty. I'll stop rambling. And let me wash this off first. This is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in the shade Thank Me Later. So on top, we have the cream and the powder on the bottom. Then we have the Matte Bouncy Blush from Rare Beauty in the shade Spirited. So this formula is not a new formula, but the shade is a new shade. Look pretty close to me. So this is the Rare Beauty in the shade Spirited. And then Patrick Ta Thank Me Later. I wanted to do that shade first, but then I remembered I have a lip product that I want to pair with that at the end of the video. So we'll save that shade for later. Let us do the corally, peachy, summery in January shade. So this is the soft launch shade of the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush Duo. So I had seen this online. I think this duo is a little bit more pigmented than the Thank Me Later. Yeah, definitely is. Okay. So this is Soft Launch. This is the cream and the powder from Mr. Patrick Ta. And then we have a new shade from the Matte Bouncy Blush in the shade Divine from Rare Beauty. Not a new formula, just a new shade. Looking again, pretty similar. This is the Matte Bouncy Blush in the shade Divine from Rare Beauty. And this is the comparison of the two. So a little bit less similar than the previous combination, but still worthy of comparing one against the other. So let's go in with the Patrick Ta Soft Launch first. So we're going to do it his way and do the powder first and then the cream on top. So quite pigmented. I'm buffing some out the back of the hand. Ooh, that's pretty. I know I say that a lot, but that is pretty. Okay, so it's just a very light application of Soft Launch, the powder portion. Very pretty. All right, so now I'm going to put a little bit of the cream on top. Not going to do a lot. I'll do it with my finger, actually, just to get a little bit of that cream action going on. Now, as you probably know, this is Patrick Ta's signature method of application. I normally don't follow it. I normally go cream then powder, but I'm going to try it today, see how it looks. It's pretty. So this is the cream on top of the powder of Soft Launch. It's pretty. Especially for the summer. That's me beautiful. So now let's go on the other side with the Rare Beauty. Now I'm going to use a diffusing brush just because I know how pigmented this formula can be. This is a beautiful blush formula. Just a really solid one. Long lasting, very perfecting on the skin. Aren't they similar? Just going with a little bit of a heavier brush, or heavier application, I should say. Okay. So, the Rare Beauty, to me, is just a little bit easier to work with. So they're both beautiful shades. To me, they're very similar. just taking a clean brush and just cleaning up the Patrick Ta side just because I went on a little bit heavy-handed. Because, hello, my name's Courtney. I'm an over-blusher and overshare. The first to admit it. That's the worst thing that I am, then it's not that bad, right? Not that I have any other flaws. It's impossible. Can assure you I have many. Aren't these very similar? Like if you look from a distance, can you really tell a difference? This is more mattifying on the Rare Beauty side. This is more glowy, but if you didn't put the cream on top, they'd be very, very similar in finish. I think maybe the Rare Beauty is a little bit more perfecting, mattifying, but they're really, really similar. But I love them both. I think I like the Rare Beauty one teensy bit more. I think if you kind of struggle with the Patrick Ta blushes because of how pigmented they are, this duo might be an easier one for you to use because it is a little bit softer. It's easier to work with. If you make a mistake, it's easier to clean up. Really beautiful for the spring and summer. I love this. I definitely recommend it. And I recommend the Rare Beauty one. But let me know in the comments down below, do you think these are very similar? And which one do you like better? Are you interested in either one? Do you have any questions? But let me know what you think in this little showdown of blushes, showdown of products between Patrick Ta and Rare Beauty. Which one do you think comes ahead? So we have Soft Focus from Patrick Ta and Divine from Rare Beauty. So now let's move on to eyes because we are going to compare the other two blushes, the one from Patrick Ta and Rare Beauty. But first, I want to get something on my eyes. I need some color. And I was so excited to see these Eyeshadow 6 from Anastasia Beverly Hills, or ABH, as you may know. I picked these up. These come in 25 shades, and they cost $34 each, which is a little bit pricey, but she's Anastasia, okay? And I did pick up a few shades to try out for you guys. These look beautiful. I've seen some videos, people demoing them, and they all look beautiful. So I picked up a few shades. So this is the shade Pearl. Look at that reflection. I'm very excited about that one. Then we have Hot Sand. Ooh. Okay, so that is Hot Sand. Next, we have Lilac Pearl. Ooh. Oh, got pretty. So Lilac Pearl. Then we have Brandy Flame, and that is Brandy Flame. And then finally, we have Starcloud. So that is Starcloud. So we're going to do one look to match the coral color story that we have going on. And then I'm going to take it off, and then we will apply one that matches the purple blushes. I'm going to try to keep this simple. I'm going to apply the Brandy Flame first to my eyes. See how that goes. Ooh, very creamy. Beautiful. Wow, she is stunning. Ooh, look at that. So pretty. You can draw a little bit directly onto the eye. And then I'm going to take a brush and just buff it out. What I like about this is that it's creamy, but yet it's controlled. It's not going all over the place. It's not messy. Really pretty. I do think that you lose some of the shimmery effect when you go in with the brush. I'm going to go back in now that I've kind of outlined the shape and just put another coat on. And just dab it. Look how pretty that is. So beautiful. So easy to apply. Not as shimmery as the Danessa Myrix sticks, but really beautiful. Just, that could be a one and done shade. I really need to try this one. This is the Hot Sand one. And I'm going to use my finger for this. Just try to pop it into the inner corner and see how we do. Oh. So I'm going to draw it directly on. So again, these are pretty easy to control. They're not going anywhere where I don't want them to go. You layer it pretty well. Oh, how pretty that is. So pretty. What's nice is that I'm not getting any fallout. It's not going on my eyelashes. It's really pretty. Going back in with the Brandy Flame shade, I'm just going back over the outer corner just to give it a little bit more definition and complete the look. Isn't that pretty? Oh, this has me excited. So pretty. Matches my outfit too. I love this. Let's apply it on the other lid. You know, in the comments down below, do you like eyeshadow sticks? I know they've been all the rave lately. Or do you prefer big eyeshadow palette? I know everyone's saying that with makeup, 2026 is the new 2016, and we're going back to full glam, which I'm all for. Let me know in the comments down below, which do you prefer? Do you prefer sticks, one and done shades, complicated eyeshadow looks? I like both. I like eyeshadow sticks or the Armani eye tints for like when I have to go to work or something, or I'm on the go, or I need to touch up during the day. But I do love a good old eyeshadow palette. I think if you love warm tones, this combination is your combination. They layer really well too, which is not always the case. Just look at that. So pretty. These come in 3 different finishes: a matte finish, a metallic finish, and I believe a shimmery finish. I did pick up one of the mattes, but I think I'm going to return it because I'm probably not going to use it. So I couldn't help myself. I couldn't even wait because I love this eyeshadow so much that I had to go put on eyeliner and mascara. I went and put on Sarah Creole eyeliner in the shade Twilight Smoke and Makeup by Mario Master Mascara on. But what do we think? What do we think of this look? I love it. Seriously, love it. Like, I need all of these in every shade. I was hoping this wasn't going to happen. I knew it was going to happen because I saw shorts where girls were wearing these and they looked phenomenal. But look at this combination. It's so pretty. And the blushes look beautiful and just the whole look. I'm in love with it. What do you think? Am I being too dramatic? I'm being moved to tears right now. Not really. But I'm very excited. I'm being dramatic. I'm very excited. It's very pretty. Okay, I'm just putting on this Armani lip gloss. This Prisma glass in the shade number 3, just because it has like a corally look to it. But what do we think of this completed look? I literally do not want to take anything off. That's how much I love it. I love these blushes. I slightly prefer the Rare Beauty, but the Patrick Ta is stunning. They're almost identical in color. The bronzer is beautiful. I was wrong in the beginning of the video. And it was really the brush that I think did it. I love this bronzer. But this eyeshadow, are you kidding me right now? So beautiful. It does not have that cooling effect that I know some other eyeshadow sticks have on the eyes. Really easy to just layer and build. So stunning. My goodness. I don't want to take this off. Do I have to? Yes, I have to. Do I want to? No. Can I end the video right here? No. I have other blushes to try and a couple other eyeshadow sticks, but I love this look. I love everything I've tried so far. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know. What do we think of the blush comparison? Do you like the eyeshadow? Like the combination of the eyeshadows? Like the bronzers? Let me know. I'm very curious to get your thoughts. And I know I'm being dramatic, but seriously, I get so excited when I love the makeup that I'm trying and maybe, some makeup that I may have some hesitation about, that it exceeds my expectations, or something that I knew that I would love, hint, hint, the eyeshadow, and I love it even more than I thought I would. I'm in a very good mood right now. I'm a very happy woman. It's a good thing that my emotions don't change very frequently. Yeah, they do. Okay, so let me take this off and then we will continue with our makeup. I'm hoping that the next look can compare to this look, which I love. So let me take this off and I will be right back. Okay, so I still have a little residual mascara on, but I removed the blushes and the eyeshadow and I freshened up the bronzer. So now we're going to dive into this beautiful purple shade. So I'm going to do what I did before and do the Patrick Ta method of applying the powder first and then the cream. Let's see. Ooh, so pretty. Now I'm putting this on the brush, as you can see, very pigmented, and I am just dabbing off to the back of my hand. What a beautiful shade this is. Oof, so pretty. How beautiful is this on the cheek? So this is the powder portion of Thank Me Later. Oh, love it. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other duo and just use the cream with my finger and just pop it on. Oh, that's beautiful. Almost like a highlighter effect with this particular shade. Gorgeous. I'm going like this on the plastic. Okay. Oh, 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 I love this. So pretty. Oh. These might be my new favorite shades from the Patrick Ta blush duos, and I feel like these are so much easier to use than some of the other shades that are so dramatic. Gorgeous. Look at that. So the highlighter effect. So pretty. So again, this is Thank Me Later. So pretty. Gorgeous. And now we're going to move on to the Rare Beauty. If I could try to remember the name without looking at the name, let's see. Okay, the other one was Divine. Ugh. This is going to get me kicked out of the YouTube Academy. This would never happen to Nikki LaRose. Divine and Help Me Out at Home. Divine and... My goodness. All right, I'm going to have to look at it. Spirited. I wouldn't have gotten that in a million years, so it's a good thing we looked. Okay. This is Spirited. And buffing it out. And this is a Westman Atelier brush. This is the Powder 2 brush. So pretty. So flattering. So necessary. I don't mean to be dramatic, but these are beautiful. I'm just taking foundation brush and just cleaning up the edges a little bit. Like I say all the time, I am an overblusher and an overshare. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Courtney. And if you've made it to this part of the video, I thank you for making it this long. And I hope that you've been having fun. And if you have been, I would hope that you would consider subscribing to my channel. Every week I upload new videos so that I keep you up to date with all the latest in makeup and beauty. We talk about beauty, we talk about makeup, we talk about life, and more importantly, we have a lot of fun while we're doing it because we are a growing community of beauty lovers and friends. So I would love it, seriously love it, if you were to join our little community. We would seriously love to have you, and welcome if you decide to subscribe. So these are the two blushes. Again, I think they're pretty identical if you look head on. Rare Beauty is a little bit more blurring, a little bit more mattifying, but the shades are almost identical, and they're really pretty. And just for an up-close comparison, this is Patrick Ta in Thank Me Later and Rare Beauty in Spirited. As you can see, the Patrick Ta, we're getting more of a glow because of the cream on top, but to me, the shades are almost identical. So let me know what you think. Which one do you prefer? Do you think they're identical? Do you like one over the other? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them if I can. So again, Patrick Ta, Thank Me Later, and Rare Beauty blush in the shade Spirited. So now for the eyeshadow, we're just going to do a pretty pink look. And I'm going to go in with Lilac Pro from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm just going to go all over the lid with it. Oh, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. Ooh, like Ice Princess look. So pretty. Really pretty, feminine, girly. Very nice. Perfect for spring. See how much these reflect the light? You don't even need a brush. So again, this is Lilac Pearl. And now I'm going to take the Pearl shade. I'm just popping it into the inner corner. It's pretty. I love the way these layer. They just work really well together. Now, I think this look could use a little bit more dimension. I think the shades are a little bit similar to each other. But it is a beautiful combination of the two shades. So again, Lilac Pearl with pearl on top. Just a beautiful, like, ice princess look for the winter even, or for the spring. I just love how easy these are to use. So good. And I'm going to see how this looks. I just apply the deeper shade. This is the shade Starcloud with my finger. So just a very light application into the outer corner just for a bit of dimension. Not necessarily what I would combine with these colors, but we do need a little bit of dimension on these eyes. Actually, it's a combination that works pretty well. I'll draw a little bit on there. These are just great for travel, on the go. I'll have to let you know about longevity, but I could see myself getting a lot of use out of these. I think they're a little bit more pigmented than the Laura Mercier Eyeshadow 6. These are kind of like a middle of the road between Laura Mercier Eyeshadow 6 and Danessa Myricks. Because you're getting the shimmer, you're getting some of that, but it's not Danessa Myricks level. And then also it's a little bit more impactful than the Laura Mercier ones. But look how easy that is. Quick look. You can do daytime or nighttime with these Eyeshadow 6. They're absolutely beautiful. So, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the eyeshadow and the blushes? I love the whole look. It's absolutely beautiful. And I need more shades in the Eyeshadow 6. I didn't want to say that, but it's the truth. I know myself. Stop me from doing it. I need more. But tell me I don't. Be a good friend. I'm only kidding, because in my book, friendship is enabling your friend to buy more shade. That's kind of what I'm here for, right? Well, not really. I mean, I'm here to tell you which ones are worth it, which ones are not, which products are worth it, which ones are not. But at the end of the day, if it's a good product and you want to know, should I buy shade number 1 or number 2? I'm going to tell you, buy number 1, buy number 2, and you know what? Throw number 3 and 4 in the mix while you're at it. Let's go. Okay. So now I have one more item that I want to show you before we wrap this thing up and I tell you my final thoughts on everything we tried today. So to finish off this look, I want to put on a fun lip product and show you some fun gifts that I got from one of my friends. So my lovely friend, Katarina, she has a wonderful YouTube channel. I'm sure you've seen it already, and a beautiful Instagram page. I'll put all of her information down in the description box below. If you're not already subscribed to her channel or following her on Instagram, you really should do so, because she does absolutely beautiful reviews and just tells us so much about all the makeup she's trying. She creates gorgeous looks, and she's just a lovely person. So if you're not following her already, I will put all of her information down below, and I would encourage you to check her out if you're not already familiar with her fabulous pages. I was recently vicariously living through her as she was in Milan and going throughout Italy over the holidays, and I was just admiring all her posts about her trip to Italy. And just, I don't know, Italy is a dream place of mine to go. Italy is on my bucket list. Italy is on my next to go places. So I was so obsessed with all the things she was putting up about her trip to Italy. And she brought me back a little something, which is so incredibly kind of her, so unexpected and so generous. So I want to show you what she picked out for me and a few of the other fun gifts that she sent me. So first of all, look at this box from Christian Dior. This is going in my collection. This is going to be featured in some videos, I'm sure, in my little backdrop. But look how beautiful this is. It's absolutely stunning. So she put everything in this box. She sent me so many fun samples. She sent me this from Tom Ford. This is Sola Blanc. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Then she sent me Narciso Rodriguez for her Eau de Toilette. And this beauty from Chanel. A sample from Diptyque. Another Tom Ford sample. a sample from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, the Aqua Universalis Cologne Forte. I hope I'm pronouncing all of this right. There. An eyeshadow and eyebrow pencil sharpener from Chanel. Another sample from Diptyque. A sample from Lancôme Idole Peach and Roses. This I'm excited to try. And the most exciting samples from Chanel Sublimage. I have some samples. I love this line and I need more samples from this line. So I was so excited to get these from her. It was so sweet of her to send these. Again, I did not ask for any of this. She just sent this out of the goodness of her own heart. And also I'm going to show you what she picked up in Italy for me. She picked up the most beautiful lip gloss. I'm so excited to show this to you. So this is the Gloss Shot Lip Gloss. And look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to show this to you. I had to try this. I could not wait, right? And this is from Italy. This is Wycon Cosmetics. And this is the shade 35 Supernova. And this is made in Italy from Milan. If you go to her Instagram page, she does show a little bit of a short shopping in this store. It was just so incredibly thoughtful that Katerina thought of me while she was on her trip. I so appreciate it, Katerina. If you're watching, thank you, thank you, thank you. So kind of you to think of me. I did cheat and try this already. I could not help myself, like I said. Look at that. And this is incredibly hydrating on the lips. I will put the link down below to the website. It's just a beautiful lip gloss formula. So hydrating, really well made. And just such a fun color. Okay, so this is the lip gloss. Try to get up close. See how beautiful that is? Oh, I'm so excited. The camera's not even doing justice just how beautiful this is in person. It just captures the light so perfectly. And I'm so grateful to Katerina for bringing this back from Italy for me. So thank you so much. And again, I will put her information down in the description box below and also the information for this lip gloss in case you're interested in checking it out. Okay, so that wraps up my little comparison, my little showdown of the Patrick Ta and Rare Beauty blushes and my review of the Rare Beauty powder bronzer and the lip gloss and the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow sticks. I have to say I loved everything I tried. The only thing I wasn't crazy about was the Rare Beauty bronzer brush. I was not a fan of that, but putting that aside, that was just a little blip in our little road trip down this road that we traveled. I don't know why it's a road, but let's go with it. As we went down this road that we traveled together today, I loved everything else I tried. I think the Rare Beauty bronzer is absolutely stunning. I think it's mattifying. I think it's blurring. Very comfortable on the skin. Really beautiful formula. And the blushes, even though they're not new formulas, they are new shades. And I think they are perfect. Perfection. Chef's kiss. Gorgeous for the spring. I love this little lilac moment that we have going on here. Really beautiful. In our little showdown, I have to say between me and you, because we're friends here, right? I have to admit, if I have to, pick a favorite between the Patrick Ta blushes that I tried on today and the Rare Beauty, if you're forcing me to pick a favorite for the showdown, you're not forcing me. I'm forcing myself because I'm the one that thought to do this showdown, but let's go with it. If you're forcing me, I would have to pick the Rare Beauty as my favorite just because it's slightly more perfecting, mattifying, goes with the bronzer very well. It just looks very complete and mattified. But the Patrick Ta, especially in the soft focus shade, the coral combination, it's absolutely beautiful. You get that reflection, you get that glow from the cream. You could just use the powder if you don't want to use the cream all the time, or vice versa. But the Rare Beauty wins by this much because the Patrick Ta is equally beautiful. I'm just making a decision because you're telling me to. Because you told me I had to choose a favorite. You didn't. I told myself. But someone told me that I had to choose a favorite. And I have to say the Rare Beauty is just so perfecting and mattifying and just gorgeous on the skin. But again, Patrick Ta is not very far behind that. And also the eyeshadow 6, I'm completely obsessed. I know myself. I know I'm going to get more shades. Let me know what you think of the eyeshadow 6 down below. Do you like the finish of them? What do you think? Are you a fan of eyeshadow 6? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching this little showdown and review today. And I hope that these showdowns are helpful for you in narrowing down what is best for you. But please, as always, let me know in the comment section down below if you have questions. I would love to help you if I can. And also, I just love talking to you guys in the comment section down below. So even if you don't have an opinion about any of the products or any questions, just let me know that you were here. Let me know that you stopped by. Say hi in the comments down below. Seriously, it makes my day to talk to each and every one of you, and I so appreciate your time. And if you're new to my channel, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I would love it if you were to consider subscribing and joining this growing community of beauty lovers and friends, because we seriously would love to have you. And I just thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.